Jared at Muscle Car Restorations. I've got a header panel here in front of me from a 68 GTX convertible, obviously. And this is an area I imagine commonly would rust out, a trap where the material is screwed down there. It needs to be a recess to leave room for it. And on yours, it might just be rusted out. In this case, somebody else has tried to fix it, and it's just say it didn't go so well. So I'm going to show how you get from that to something that looks the way you want it to look, like it originally looked. So we got shape going on, we got a step going around the corner. It seems kind of complicated at first, but it really can be done in fairly simple fashion. This is your basic tape base template. Trace around this with a pen. We'd want to accurately follow that step inside of there. Now, in this case, we're in luck. We have a good part over here. If we couldn't get a good enough read from here, if yours was just rusted out, it's all going to be rusted out here. As long as you still got that step, you're going to get it close enough. Trace the step, make a nice accurate template, and cut that out. And we have basic, quick, easy, flexible template. And we're not putting that right on the 20 gauge here yet. Piece of 14 gauge, because that's the thickness of the step we need to make. So we've got, cut this out on the Beverly shear, and you've got our form. Now, I've already done this because we already did the other side, so we've already got that. In that form, we've got 3 inches of 20 gauge here. You can TIG tack this, that works great. In this case, I just got it taped down quick here. It's going to allow us to make this part, just hammer forming over this, just some basic tools, a bench, some clamps. Like I said, we're going to go 3/4 of an inch outside of our part, and just a quick scribe there with the caliper. And then we'll actually let you see cutting that out at least. This is not super critical yet at this point. When we cut it into the top, then we'll be really precise. Leaving the corners square at this point, just getting rid of some of the bulk excess material around there that kind of slows down the shaping process. I've got it this way. This would make a right side, because when I flip it over, I'll be forming the step down that way. Do the opposite, we can make a left with this same piece. Now, if I scribe the same distance as I did before, that's where that piece is on the opposite side. Kind of helps you know where to hammer the most and where not to hammer. We're going to secure it. One thing, we want to get it to hold still so it doesn't run away from us. And we also want to keep sheet metal tight. That helps form a clean bend there if you've secured it right next to where you're forming it. We'll move this a couple of times. Get a decent setup right there. One more. But rather than chew it all up with tooling marks, we can start out with something softer. Get your line started. Come in here with caulking chisel. and a 1-pound hammer. Chisel, reground to a decent radius. Of course, we can control how sharp these lines are as how much we radiused or how sharp we left the die piece, the other piece, and how sharp of a chisel we use. Whatever type of set tool you're using. You got another one here that's just made from a random piece of stainless, so you can get inside a radius a little better with. I'll use that to clean it up more at the end. But you get the idea. Get to the look around the end here. Even get our nice little radius corner, just like the factory did. I'm gonna put some shape into this now. Just do a real basic bend. Be a little bit, have a little bit of back and forth between shaping, test fitting to the part, and a little bit with the shrinker here, and a little bit with the hammer. It's gonna need a little bit of shape. Continue evenly through the part. And if this went farther, we'd need more shape. We'd need to do more shrinking. Here we'll just have to do a little bit to get that to go into a compound shape. It's going to cause a little bit of distortion, and then we'll work that out again. See that, just like I was saying, we come over here, test fit to the part, and we're getting there. Really fine tune it to get it flush. To match the profile, we're getting close already. I do take a bit of time. It needs to fit really well so that everything flows. And then cut this in, scribe around the part with carbide scribe, cut it to exactly that size and TIG weld it. And you can see here it's come out pretty clean. Just need a skim coat or a layer of poly on here to get rid of the texture, and then the vinyl will be able to wrap right to that and not show anything through. It's a hammer form, yeah, it's an example of a hammer form part that, and it's kind of an example of something that looks like it's gonna be really hard. Like, how am I gonna do that if you're not familiar? And then once you learn the trick, you realize it's got a couple pieces of steel and hammer and some real basic hand tools, and you're actually making sort of what seems like a complicated part with basic tooling and just traditional techniques.